Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Here's Lance. That's dumped off to Poe.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Second and 7. First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Hurts. And
is incomplete.
I think it's Norman trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. In motion left goes Cooks. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. The Cowboys at 4-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. 58 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Lance.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Call it a gain of a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes third down and 7. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it. They didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And Hurts going to move him around. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hurts. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, they've got 1 conversion, a handful of attempts, 1 area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Elliott is good.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Blaster, stay. Blue striker. Slide blue. Ready.
The Lance going to throw.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it with the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Red. Claude red.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
66 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To throw, it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. In motion right is Brown. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll set up to throw. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this sequence won't do any favors to his rushing totals as they get him behind the line again. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Smith, red. Set, go. Ready.
Now a play fake. Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Okay, right. Green gap. Seal, black. Yellow. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And Lance will try again on second down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
They find some open field here. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they run a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
Back to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now back to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. Cooks motions to the left. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Throwing now is Lance. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the that second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
In motion left goes Cooks. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lance to throw it. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
They'll run with Pollard, and he will take it in for a Cowboys score. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Hurts.
They set up the screen to Penny. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
And an Eagles first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now a give, right side, Swift. And he'll work down and inside the 45. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll run right here with Swift.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The 37 on 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's had just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Yeah, you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Once again, it's Swift.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Hurts.
Touchdown, Eagles! DeAndre Swift. His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Check pitch. Quick, yellow. Ball red. Zoom black. Blue check. Opposite, green. Ready?
They'll run left with Pollard. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Here we go.
Here comes 2nd down and 5.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
They'll come up now on second down.
52 blasters. Ready.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Well, if you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's third down here. Lance back to throw.
Sliding out of the ball. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Brown.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw here.
Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. From the gun, here's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules remind us how
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Eagles who will get the first chance to go down and find a winner as they'll get it here, and we are back underway.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulous as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got some space here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Penny, a first down carry. Nice move. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On the handoff, this is Swift. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but Now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is down the numbers? There he goes.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Pollard again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's second and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they get it inside the 10 at the 8.
I'll be giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. Make a play here. Here we go.
They'll run with Pollard. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only second down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for third. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's third down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. This to win it in overtime. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
It's all about that teamwork. Let's go. It's showtime. Let's make some noise. Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. It's all what you work.
So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This just a 24-yard attempt. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. A A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much, too.
So for Dallas, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills.